Hi, everybody. My name is Grace Smith with the Wise News Network, and today we'll be interviewing Roger Calhoun, the owner of Guitar Wishes here in Lincolnton. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So I heard that you guys have an event coming up this weekend, and I was hoping you could tell me a little bit about it.
Yes, ma'am. We're having a thing. We're trying to help raise funds for our veterans and doing that through Guitars for Vets. A company out of Minnesota came in and we partnered up with it, and they took the lead on it and took the financial responsibility, biggest part of it. And they came in, it's New Folk Records, and brought in some big names on artists like Charlie Daniels and Dole Dyke and John Schneider, Mike Huckabee, and these people, just to name a few, to help promote the album, to sell it. We're going to launch it on Saturday at the Apple Festival, the first time that it's available to purchase. Then I think it's going to be available November 3rd after that to the general public if you want to go online and purchase it.
That's exciting. So this is kind of a pre-release event for this album.
Yes, ma'am. It's just like what we did last year with the Guitar for Christmas with John Schneider and Mike Huckabee for Tunnels of Towers and Guitars for Vets.
You let us hear a little snippet of that first single that's going to be released from the album. That's Why We Stand by Joshua Ray Hudson. And it's a beautiful song. It honestly made me a little bit emotional up there listening to it. Can you tell me a little bit about what went into recording and producing this song?
Joshua, he actually wrote the song, came in and shared it with one of the engineers, producers, Aaron Myers, in the studio. It's actually one of my business partners, and with the studio, the Sound Factory. And he came in and they worked it all out, sit down with some incredible musicians, and they charted everything out and just turned the song into a little different direction, more into modern country than a bluegrass sound. And Joshua just really knocked it out of the park. The video, when you watch the video, if you can make it to the end of it and keep your eyes dry, you've really done something. It's really heartwarming and heart-touching. The song was really made with love. The whole album is with love and a passion for what we're doing it for.
And what inspires you to put on events like this?
Well, most people don't realize, I mean, even if you disagree with somebody, that is still a freedom that you have the right to do that. And our military and our first responders make sure we have that ability to do that. Without that freedom, we all would just be trapped into saying yes or no to things that we don't even have a call for. So I think freedom is so important, and we understand where that comes from and what the price was paid for that. And we want everybody else to understand that also.
And you were telling me a little bit behind the scenes that you're expecting a very good turnout for this event. If you have any estimates, what are you imagining this studio is going to look like on Saturday? How many people are going to be packing this place out?
Last year we gave 1,700 tours, 1,700 people tours through the studio, and I would say we'd probably triple that this year. And especially with Josh, who's going to be here doing signature signing of the CD. And I really hope to see this song make top 40, if not top 10. And I think it has a really good chance of doing that. It's in full rotation on FM radio right now. And it's on our Armed Force radio. And my understanding is on 3 of the satellite channels now currently. So it's a nice push. And the thing about it, 100% of all the money that comes out of this project goes back to Guitars for Vets.
That is definitely an amazing cause that you guys are supporting this weekend. And I hope you get an amazing turnout. Unfortunately, we also have been made aware that there has been some contentions, not between the community and Guitar Wishes, but maybe between Guitar Wishes and the Apple Festival that is occurring this weekend at the same time. Can you go into a little bit of detail about the controversy that has been stirring up in the community recently?
Really, I didn't understand there was a controversy. Last year, we had a confusion of what spots that we had reserved already, and somebody else had put in the spots, and we requested to have our spots back. And it caused a little bit of a problem, but nothing that I would have thought would have been anything. Then we found out this year that we were being banned from the festival. And there was a lot of money and time last year that went into the event, and a lot of money and time it went into this year. And there's roughly 60,000 people goes through this event, plus 60,000 plus, and we're not trying to sell guitars there in the event. We're trying to sell CDs because where the funds are going. So as far as the reasons why they did, I don't know. I would just hope this would be something more positive.
It really seems like the community has rallied behind you in this time with the event coming up, but also a lot of community members have expressed concern over the fact that your organization is not being represented at the Apple Festival specifically. Can you tell us a little bit about how things have kind of resolved themselves, if you are going to be able to attend the festival itself, or if you're still just going to be holding the event within the walls of the Guitar Wishes shop?
We're going to be only inside the walls of the guitar shop. We did have a meeting with the president of the Apple Festival board, and we were given verbal permission that we could go out front and have some of the things for sale, the CDs and things of that nature, but I can't get written confirmation, and I don't want to be set up to a place that it creates more problems or more rumors of problems. So until we can get written permission saying, hey, you can go out there, I'd rather stay inside the walls where everybody's safe and everything keeps any conflict down, because I don't want the calls to get lost in conflict.
That's definitely understandable. How can community members not only support Guitar Wishes, but also this event that you guys are holding this weekend?
The biggest thing is to buy the CD, buy the downloads online. Tunnels, Towers, and Guitars for Vets, both are two organizations we work for on a regular basis. Guitars for Vets in this project do incredible things, and we're hoping in the near future that Guitar Wishes is going to be the chapter for this area and we're working through that right now, but there's some applications and things that has to take place before that can happen.
What would it look like if Guitar Wishes became the chapter for this area?
A lot of our veterans that are financially not able to come in to take lessons would be able to take lessons out of funding that comes from that organizations and things that we would donate. It's just like we have one of our Guitar Wishes guitarists now that's getting ready to go up for a raffle, and 100% of that money is going to go. It's not after the purchase of our Guitar Wishes brand guitar. Once it sells, it will go to that organization, and that's how they raise a lot of money. Gary Sinise is one of the guys that's major player in that, and he does a lot of good things. He really does. He's a good person.
That's incredible. And can you tell me a little bit about what music and music lessons does for a veteran?
A lot of times if you're having a problem, especially from the things you've seen, the things you had to live through while it was in war times or battle times, it's hard to let that go once your brain has been trained to that area, and it gives them an outlet to relax and deal with those in a positive way and hopefully give them a little bit of serenity and peace.
Well, that's incredible. As you can see here, we have an amazing event coming up this weekend where you'll also be supporting a very good cause here at Guitar Wishes in Lincolnton. Do you have anything you'd like to add on either the event that's coming up or the situation between Guitar Wishes and the Apple Festival Committee?
The biggest thing I would say, let's keep a focus on and everybody support our vets, because without our vets, we wouldn't have freedom, and freedom is everything.
Thank you so much, Roger. Again, for the Wise News Network, I'm Grace Smith.